Hello everyone and welcome to the final stop of the 2020 Supra Boats Pro Wake Tour. I'm Dano Amir and this is Morgan Burchell to take you through this incredible day of action.
That's right, Dano. After an adjusted season, we are here with the fourth and final stop of the Pro Wake Tour. The first three events were actually digital, where our riders were able to submit their runs online. We're now down to the top 8 wakeboarders and top 4 wake surfers for the event, ready to claim the champion title for the Pro Wake Tour.
We're here at Buena Vista Water Sports in Orlando, Florida. We've got the elite riders, some great conditions, and that Supra Boats SA550 is putting out some of the best wakes we've ever seen. Before we get to the action, why don't we take a quick look at some of the highlights from the 2020 season. As with all things in 2020, the Pro Wake Tour season looked a little different than in years past. For 2020, the tour was set up as 3 digital events leading into this live final. For the first 3 digital events, the riders were charged with submitting video lines for each round of competition to be judged online. At the kickoff of the first event, it was clear that Nick Rappa was not going to miss a beat from his 2019 overall championship. He put down a huge run and came out on top with Corey Tunison right behind him. Tyler HIGHAM, SHOTA TEZUKA, and GUENTHER all solidly rounded out the top 5. By the second event, the riders had found their stride and were submitting the best lines ever seen in competition. Corey Tunison and Nick Rappa were locked in a battle for the heaviest lines ever landed. SHOTA TEZUKA was focused on going huge with incredible style, as GUENTHER, along with Tyler HIGHAM and his young technical wizardry. Corey Tunison took the win at event number 2, tying the standings. With the addition of the double up in event number 3, Corey Tunison released what was the heaviest line ever for the win. Corey's determined to take the PWT season championship home this year. But in order to fulfill that goal, he still needs to beat Rappa in this final event. If Rappa were to win this event and tie the series, he would take the overall victory as the final event acts as the tiebreaker. This sets the stage for a do-or-die situation for both Rappa and Tunison here in the final event. In wake surfing, 2019 Pro Wake Tour champion Sean SILVEIRA came into the season largely uncontested, but was met with a new crew of up-and-coming young rippers led by CAMRON and Taylor Swanson, as well as Tyler Stewart. SILVEIRA was able to take the win in the first event, but was edged out by Cameron Swanson in the second. SILVEIRA came back to take the win at the third event, but needs to perform here at the finals to hold on to the overall. We're underway, and Morgan Burchell is down at the water to explain the format for the event.
So the format for this event gives riders 2 different chances to showcase all of their tricks. Each rider will get 2 runs. Each run consists of 2 passes, and each pass consists of 4 tricks. That means that one run consists of 8 tricks total, and the judges are going to take the score from the best run. That gives riders a lot of opportunity to both watch the other riders adjust for their second run and really get creative with how they show the judges exactly what they can do.
With the first few rides already complete, we have SHOTA TEZUKA on the dock prepping for his run. SHOTA is a Team Supra Boats athlete, and he knows this wake well and will be going as big and stylish as he can to impress these judges. SHOTA's from Japan, but spends a lot of his year here in Florida riding with the best riders in the world. And now SHOTA on the water, getting set behind that Supra Boats SA550. Starting off his run in on the toe side edge. There's a big toe 900. 2.5 full rotations, landing that switch, but now back to regular in on the heel side. It's a nose grab 900, the cab 9, the heel side, front side 900, 2.5 full rotations back in that time. Switch stance, the double half cab. That's right, my friends. SHOTA TEZUKA firing on all cylinders here as he cuts back in that time. The tantrum indie grab, backside 360. It's the Moby Dick. Let's go back here to an instant replay. Take a look at this switch cut into the wake. Grabbing that board indie, 2 full upside down rotations and landing regular. It's the double half cab roll. And here we go into pass number 2 for the Japanese native SHOTA TEZUKA Team Supra athlete. Corking it out off axis with the backside 540. Getting a big grab and adding a whole lot of style. This time wrapped up for the backside, 720 right there. 2 full blind rotations for SHOTA TEZUKA, setting up for something big on the toe side edge. Going nose grab on that Chromobe, 540. SHOTA may have wanted to take that to 720. We'll leave that for round number 2, but back into the wake, that's the front flip Mobe 540, otherwise known as the Slim Chance 5. He takes it way out into the flats. SHOTA's going to be proud of that run while leaving himself a little bit of room to add on to in round number 2. But as we get set right now, we're back down dockside, and here he is, one of the most stylish riders on the water, a past X Games Real Wake gold medalist. This is Guenther Oka. Guenther, a multiple-time Wake Park national and world champion, but this guy can certainly do it behind the boat. A Cincinnati, Ohio native, now living and training down in Central Florida's Orlando. Let's see what he puts together as he starts off his run. Switch stance going toe 900 right there. Nicely done from Guenther. 2.5 full rotations back in on the regular stance. That's the Pete Rose, a toe side back roll. Front side 360, getting the grab on that trick. Bringing it back in switch stance that time and getting a melon grab on the switch Pete Rose 540. Cutting in toe side, toe back 720, utilizing that wrap. But now let's go down to Morgan Burchell, who's standing dockside with SHOTA TEZUKA.
Here on the dock now is SHOTA TEZUKA. SHOTA, you just had an incredible stand-up run for your first run and came back into the dock. You looked really stoked. How do you think that you did on that first run right there?
Yeah, I'm definitely stoked to be put it down for what I wanted it, kind of. Like, I mean, there's only one trick kind of like missed out, but it's still like happy to be put it down for sure.
Awesome. So for your second run, what trick was that you're hoping to go for, and are you going to go for it in your second run?
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be Chromobe 7, which is I fell on the practice, but hopefully I can put it down in the next
Well,
run.
best of luck to you. I have no doubt that you can do it for sure.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
And now we're back on the water for pass number 2 here in round 1 for Guenther Oka. He's wrapped up and cutting in regular stance. There's a backside 900, 2.5 full rotations, and you talk about high risk, high reward. Switch stance this time. There's the switch back mobe, and of course adding that Guenther Oka style on the toe side edge. There's a switch Chromobe 540, the Skeezer 5. Guenther a little sketchy on the landing, but back up on the heel side edge. Oh, no. There's the switch heel 900 and getting a low on that landing as well. We'll have to see what the judges say about that one, but Guenther Oka throwing it down here in round 1. The conditions are epic, the riding is amazing. Now stay tuned for more from the 2020 Supra Boats Pro Wake Tour. The 2020 Pro Wake Tour is brought to you by Supra Boats, Inmar Marine Engines, Boatmate Trailers, PTM Edge, and JL Audio. It's a beautiful day here at Buena Vista Water Sports. Let's get back to the action here at the 2020 Supra Boats Pro Wake Tour. The wakeboarders absolutely put it all on the line in the first round, with Guenther Oka and SHOTA TEZUKA dropping amazing lines. But it was Nick Rappa, our 2019 season champion, sitting at the top of the leaderboard with the 2020 season championship at stake. Though Nick is on top, the door is still open for Corey Tunison to flip the standings with his next run, and you can definitely not count him out. Rappa also still has the opportunity to improve on his first run. We're down to the final 3 riders in the second round to decide it all. Let's go down to the water where Tyler HIGHAM is starting his second run. Team Supra athlete and a past PWT Rookie of the Year, Tyler HIGHAM is on the water as he sets up for his first trick. It's a regular heel side approach into the wake. Take a look at the 3-2-1, that front side 360, rewind backside 1 out. Now in switch stance for a switch 900 or a cab 900. 2.5 full front side rotations, putting him back in that regular stance. He's wrapped up again in on the heel side. That time it's a regular heel side front side 900. Back-to-back 9s. Judges are going to be stoked, and finishing his run off with one of the most stylish back moves in the game, and doing it switch at that. Let's go back to instant replay and take a look at this. Switch heel side cut into the wake. You see him grab that board behind the heels as he comes all the way around, a full 360 from that invert. And now into pass number 2, toe side approach. There's a nose grab, Chromobe 540. Puts him into the switch stance position, toe side for a 900-degree spin right there. Tyler HIGHAM using every piece of the wake behind the SA 550 from Supra boats as he cuts back. There's the double half cab roll. Tyler HIGHAM just sticking it and putting himself into position for one final maneuver, heel side approach. It's the KGB 540, and Tyler's gonna be pumped on that one. Here we go with an instant replay as he cuts in, wrapped up regular stance. You see him grab the board all the way around and the blind landing from the 540-degree spin. Nicely done from Tyler HIGHAM. And that leaves us with just 2 runs left to decide the 2020 overall championship, Nick Rappa and Corey Tunison.
I mean, Nick's role within my life is, I'm sure he'll admit the same thing. Like, we're both really good rivals. We're the same age, same point in our careers. We've won the same events.
It's a competitive rivalry, but it's not like I go to bed at night, like, going, I can't stand that guy. We're competitors.
He pushes me to be on my game. I probably do the same for him. Look where we've both pushed the sport within the last 6 months. And I know I wouldn't go out and do that stuff if I didn't have someone like right there, so.
You know, without that other person, it doesn't happen. It's just how it goes. So to me, it's not like there's a rivalry. Like, it's a competitive rivalry, it's not personal.
It's good, like it allows us to really like showcase what is possible.
Stay tuned as Nick and Corey go head-to-head to decide this year's champion live from the 2020 Supra Boats Pro Wake Tour. Welcome back to the 2020 Supra Boats Pro Wake Tour. The weather's holding out here at Buena Vista Water Sports, but there's been no holding back from our elite group of finalists. Here's a quick look at the current standings as our final riders prepare to take to the water. Nick Rappa, the first of 2 athletes to finish us off here, gets set, and here he goes on the water as he represents Team Supra. And there you see Corey Tunison getting prepared for his finals run as well. Onto the water, and here we go. Nick Rappa setting up with a regular stance approach into the wake. There's a backside off axis 720, 2 full backside rotations, and he lands it clean. This time in switch stance, there's a switch mute mob 540, getting a full grab and landing that trick so clean. Nick Rappa back in and back at it, getting a full 2.5 full rotations on that front side, 900. Rappa back at it, toe side approach. There's the toe side Indy double back roll, and another perfect ride for Supra athlete Nick Rappa. As we go back to instant replay, take a look at this front side approach. Gets a full Indy grab and 2 full rotations. That board right back underneath him, and he rides it away so clean. Pass number 2, Nick Rappa approaches the wake, in on the heels. There's a double Indy tantrum, the double backflip from the young Australian as he turns that board around, switch stance, heel side for another double flip, this time start and switch, landing regular with the double half cab roll. Another switch stance approach, this time in on the toe side, a Chromobe 540, holding that grab for the extra style points. And on a regular front side approach, there's the switch Pete Rose or the toe side back roll, blind 360. One of the most technical tricks in the game from one of the most technical riders out there today, Nick Rappa, who's sending it back down to the dockside area. Here's an instant replay of that last trick. You see him get the grab as he throws his head back, and then at the last moment, the blind 360. So technical for Nick Rappa.
Thanks.
Corey Tunison on the dock and prepping for his final ride of the 2020 PWT season. A past Pro Wake Tour champion in his own right as he drops in and gets set for his final 2 passes, his final 8 tricks of the 2020. We'll see what he puts together.
All right, we've got some drama here. If Corey does better than Nick, he wins the overall. It's pretty intense stuff. Nick just slayed it. I think Corey's going to take it, though. Watch it happen. He's going to go number 1.
Well, let's find out if Tyler's prediction comes true here as we get back down to the water and Corey Tunison takes a switch heel side approach into the wake and starting off his run with the double mute half cab roll. 2 full upside down rotations, puts himself into that regular stance into the wake for another double flip variation. This time it's the double Indy tantrum. And Corey's had that trick on lock all season long, just like that switch mute back mob 540. He's got one more trick. Things are looking good so far. Toe side melon, chromo 540. A little bit of a sketchy landing on that one from Corey Tunison, but somehow pulling through and riding it away. Let's take a look here at instant replay. Gets the full melon grab, brings the trick all the way around and maybe advances a little bit far on that landing. Puts his hand through that handle to get a full grip and rides it away. But let's get back to pass number 2. Starting off with a cab 900. 2.5 full rotations from the switch stance and landing regular, but back to switch stance for the toe 900 right there. And upon landing, asking for a bit more speed, we've seen Corey take that trick to 1080 as well as 1260. We're going to get right back into things, not quite getting the pop he was looking for, but able to pull through on that double Indy back roll. He's got another maneuver in store for us as he cuts in heel side, double back roll maneuver. Some great tricks right there and a whole lot of tech. We'll find out if it'll be enough to secure himself a Tour Season championship, or will it be Nick Rappa with 2 in a row? The 2020 Pro Wake Tour is brought to you by Supra Boats, Inmar Marine Engines, Boatmate Trailers, PTM Edge, and JL Audio. Welcome back to the 2020 Supra Boats Pro Wake Tour here at Buena Vista Water Sports. It's been an amazing day here, and we just buttoned up the wake surfing finals, and the riding was nothing but mind-blowing from all the finalists. Taylor Swanson opened things up with an amazing series of moves, followed by Tyler Stewart, who absolutely blew up and left nothing on the table for everyone else. Tyler arguably had the best run of the year to put him at the top of the finals heat. Then it was down to the tour title contenders to see if anyone could knock Tyler off the top spot. Cameron Swanson had another really strong showing here in the final, and then it was Sean Silveira, the 2019 Pro Wake Tour champion, out on the water. While Sean was just edged off the podium here at stop 4 with Taylor and Cameron Swanson in 2nd and 3rd place, Tyler Stewart took his first tour stop title, but Silveira still had enough points to solidify his 3rd overall PWT title. Morgan was able to catch up at the podium with our season champion.
I'm here with Sean Silveira. He is officially the wake surf champion for the Pro Wake Tour of 2020. Sean, congratulations. I know that you didn't have quite the run that you wanted to today, but overall, you obviously performed really well. How do you feel being the champion here?
Feels great to come out on top, getting 3 in a row. I don't think anyone's done that, and so I'm pretty stoked to take that out, and thanks for everyone to come out and keeping the tour alive, Supra, and everyone for watching.
Congratulations again. Y'all give it up for Sean, our tour champion for 2020.
Now, with all the cloud of the final and the season championship on the line, we go to the wakeboarding podium. As with the year leading up to this day, this event represented some of the best competitive wake lines ever landed. Even with a strong showing from Corey Tunison, the young guns of Tyler HIGHAM and SHOTA TEZUKA dropped hammers throughout their runs to land on the podium in 2nd and 3rd respectively. This left Nick Rappa to secure the win here in the final event in the season championship as well. Morgan was able to catch up with our event and season winner at the podium.
Nick, congratulations on not only winning the 4th and final stop of this Pro Wake Tour, but the overall championship title. Just tell us a little bit about how it feels to win today.
Yeah, it feels absolutely amazing. This year has been absolutely epic for me. Probably my best season to date, so I'm super stoked to finish out the Supra Boats Pro Wakeboard Tour on top. And you know, it's been pretty tough this year with the online stuff, and you know, I'm pumped to have another live event and finish off strong.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Nick. Congratulations again on your Pro Wake Tour championship title. Guys, give it up for Nick Rappa. That is going to do it.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. That's going to wrap it up from the 2020 Supra Boats Pro Wake Tour.
Congratulations to Sean Silveira and Nick Rappa on their season championships. My name is Morgan Burchell.
And I'm Dano Amir, and we'll see you next year. This has been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports.